Kelly Price with Healthy Fit. Welcome to today's HIIT-30 workout. We're going to be using weights and a resistance loop. I will be demonstrating moves using the chair for options if you're not getting down on the floor today. If you remember to put on your fitness watch, go ahead and start that now. I forgot to put mine on. We're going to start with our squat hip opener. Feet are about shoulder width apart or a little bit further. Keeping our heels on the floor, squat. Open your leg like a gate. Chest up nice and tall. We're rotating to the outside. Getting some hip movements in there. As we get warmed up, maybe you can go a little bit deeper. One more. Grabbing our weights for our next warm-up move. Weighted step forward lunge. Feet are like train tracks as we step forward. Knees come down in alignment with toes and step back. Step forward. Lunge. Chest up nice and tall. If you feel like you're out of balance, take your feet a little bit wider. Engaging that core. One more. Deadlift, lat raise. Chest is open and wide, engaging our lower back, tipping at the hip. Nice flat back like a 7. Bringing the arms up in a lateral raise. Tipping at the hip. Nice flat back, warming up those hamstrings. The lateral raise, if you have shoulder issues, we can always bend the arm at 90 degrees. One more. Bring your arms up into a bicep tray hold. So your arms are at 90 degrees. Curtsy. And then we're going to extend the arm back, tricep extension. Bring it back. Curtsy. And extend. We're slightly rotating the weight nice and slow. One more on this side. Let's switch sides. Pushing back into your glutes. Oh, I forgot the bicep. Hold, curtsy, and rotate, press. Feeling that tricep engage. You got it. I'm breaking a sweat already. One more. Moving into our push-ups, either on the chair, on your knees or toes. Nice long line to the spine. We're going to do 4 regular push-ups and then bring our arms in for a close tricep push-up. Again, you have options on your knees or toes on the floor or on the chair. 4 regular push-ups. Then if you need to adjust your arms, we're coming into our tricep push-up. One more set of those. Pressing through the palms. Nice long line through the spine. Your form looks great. And shake it out. That's our warm-up. We are going to get started with the main part of our work next. Get a sip of water. For today's workout is building blocks. We've got 45 seconds per move. We're going to start with one move, then we're going to do move 1 and 2. Then our last round moves 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and grab your dumbbell here. Feet are about shoulder width apart. Squat. Bring the weight up overhead. Come up to your toes. It's a squat reach. And up. Sinking down into your bottom like you're picking something up off the floor and you're putting it away in a tall shelf. Reach and squeeze those calves. Remember when we push off onto our toes and the balls of our feet, we want to use even pressure It's the first point in the kinetic chain. All right, shake it out. Our next move, Bulgarian split squat. Grab your other weight. I'm gonna go a little heavier for this. So we're gonna elevate one leg on our chair. Down and up, down and up. You can also elevate it on something lower, like a step. If you have a step, yeah, you can put it on the sofa and use your chair for balance as needed. One more, then we're going back to our squat reach. I'm increasing my weight. This is the move that we're gonna do in all the rounds. Reach down and up, squeeze. Down, up, squeeze. Remember, pushing off evenly. Notice if your feet are rolling to the in or outside, and try to control and build that ankle strength and stability as you press off. We've got 10 seconds left. Then we'll be transitioning to another move. Squat curls. Grabbing my other weight. Feet shoulder width apart. Squat and curl. I'm doing a little twist at the top, rotating the weight and back down. Again, keeping your chest up nice and tall, keeping your heels on the ground. How are you doing? Whew. We've got 10 seconds left and we'll be going back to that Bulgarian split squat on the other leg. All right, transition. Bulgarian split squat. I'm gonna rotate my chair around here so you can see it from a different angle. Foot is elevated, down and up. If you're holding on to something for a little bit of balance, you can set down one of your weights. This one will help build better stability in one leg. Come on, one more. All right, squat reach. Set down one of your weights. Squat down and reach. Come up to your toes. Down, reach up. Getting that butt down, keeping the chest up as high as possible. Reach and squeeze those calves. Sink the bottom down when you're squatting down. Instead of having your butt down, we want to bend the legs and reach. Shake it out. Good job. We're done with our first round of exercises. New exercises. Starting with our first move, deadlift with a reverse grip row on the bottom. That means your palms are up, chest is open and wide as we tip at the hip. When we get down into that position like a 7, leading with the elbows and back up. All right? Tipping at the hip. Nice flat back. Squeeze those shoulder blades, leading with the elbows. Keep your lower back engaged. Keep your back flat. Straighten out your back, come up a little bit higher in your fold. There you go. squeeze. Engage that core, flat back. Shoulders open and wide. All right, next move. This is where we're gonna get our band. So I'm gonna pause our timer because we have two options here. And I wanna show you what they're at. So if you have a resistance loop, we're gonna bring it around the thigh. And then we're gonna tuck that foot in, like so, on our hands and knees, and press back. The foot is gonna be flexed. On our first round, we'll stay on one side. On the second round, we'll switch to the other side. So that's your first option. If you have a straight band like this, you're gonna lay the band over your foot and wrap it around on both sides. You can either kneel or stand as you flex the foot backward. Press, press, press. I like using the long band because I feel it's an easier transition. But you use what you've got, and let's do this. So again, we're gonna do this on one side, and then we'll switch to the other side in our next set. Flexing the foot and press, press. You should be feeling this in the back of your leg, yes? Pushing back with the heel like you're trying to push something away with that leg. The standing option, you can use a chair for support so you don't have to tap your leg down. All right, back to our deadlift. So set your band aside. Assess the weight you used on your deadlift because we've got 3 rounds that we're doing of these. Palms facing up, tipping at the hip. Nice flat back. Lead with the elbow and stand. Down. Leading with the elbow. Come on up. Squeeze and stand. You got it? All right. Guess what? We've got a new move. You can set your weights aside for this one. Reverse lunge, knee with a reach. So if you're using your chair for balance, you're gonna reach down with your opposite arm, reach up, option to come up to your toe. Otherwise, you can add a jump in here, or again, come up, control, driving that leg up. We want to make sure our legs are parallel. Engaging our core. We got 10 seconds left. Reach. Are you coming up onto your toes? Come on. Lift, okay? And rest. All right. Switching to the other side. Here we go. Oh, we've got to go back to our banded kickback. Not yet. Banded kickback on the other side. We'll add that other move on at the very end. Nice tall posture. Flexing the foot and press. And press. You got it. Flexing the foot like you're pushing something away. Two more. All right. Deadlift. Reverse grip row. Tipping at the hip, palms up, row at the bottom, and stand. You should be feeling this in your lower back. Those are your supporting muscles for your core. Keep your chest open and wide so your shoulders are nice and wide as you tip. So if your back is rounded, we're not pushing into our glutes enough. We're not engaging our lower back. Come up a little bit more so your back is flat. Last one. Reverse lunge, knee reach on the second side. So remember what side you did last time. We are reaching down, coming up, press up off of your toe, and reach. And reach. Reach. Again, if you're not jumping, I want you to try to come and push up onto your toe. Reach. All right, next round of movement, mountain climbers. Let's do the standing option here, not using the chair. Reach and pull. Otherwise, on your floor, on your knees or toes, driving that knee towards the center of your body. Either tapping or running it out. You got it. Seconds left. Find your rhythm. And shake it out. Single leg squat. You're going to use one weight. We're going to engage our core and our balance. Your weight is going to be an opposite of your leg. So find your balance. Single leg squat. Trying to control our knee here so it's not going to the inside. It's staying in alignment with the toe. Tap down as needed. An option is to kickstand and instead of float that leg, just have the toe down to help guide you. But all the weight should really be on that front leg. My ankle's calculating. This is going to build up ankle strength. Rest. We're going to come back to side two in the next round. All right, back to our mountain climbers. So remember your options, standing option or on the floor. There's no break here till the end of the series. Now if you're on the floor, we're pulling our arms away towards the outside of the mat to really open up our chest. 10 seconds left. Let's do this. Push yourself. All right, shake it out. New move. Burpee with a push-up. No weight necessary. Standing option. Squat, lunge alternating. Right here. I'm encouraging you to get down on the floor. You can come down to your knees, do one push-up, step it in, and reach, or do a little jump here. One push-up, hop or step it in, and reach. Now if you're jumping, make sure you're not going to hit anything like a light fixture or fan. We don't want to hurt yourself. 10 seconds left, come on. All right, back to our single leg squat on side two. Find your balance. Option to kickstand the leg or hold on something for support, but all your weight's on the front leg. Control the knee as you come down. Nice and slow, no rush here. Engaging that core. We've got 5 seconds left. Give me one more. Back to our mountain climbers to finish it off. Remember your options right here are on the floor. We want to get our heart rate up. Whether we're tapping or running, find that rhythm. You get a short break after this, so try to get breathless. Increase your heart rate. Looking out in front of your hands or straight ahead if you're standing. 10 seconds left. And rest. Nice job. Quick sip of water. We're moving into our last working block. Plank with alternate arm reach front. Standing option here. We're going to reach up right here, engaging our core, or on our knees or toes, reaching to the front. Now, if you have a hard surface, you may want to put a washcloth under your knees. Our feet should be wide if we're on the floor, so that when we raise our arm, we have a good base of stability. Try and keep that back flat. Limited shifting of the weight when we release that arm. Yes. Look up in front of your chair for this standing option. All right. Next move. Come to the floor. Dead bug. Alternate arm and leg extension here. I'd like to use a light weight for this one because you're going to have it in both arms. If you're not getting down on the floor, you can always do this on a firm sofa or mattress, starting here with the weights ahead above you. Alternate opposite arm and leg. So right leg, left arm, center. Switch. Now, a couple things here. When you do the overhead extension, we want to keep our back neutral spine. That doesn't mean press your spine into the ground, but we don't want to have excessive arching there. We want to be nice and stable. Guess what? It's time to go back to our plank with that reach. Set those weights aside. Remember your options in the chair, on your knees or toes, reaching out in front. Looking out in front of you, whether you're on the floor or on the chair, in your plank, to keep that nice, neutral spine. This is great for building shoulder stability as well. Our feet are nice and wide. Squeeze those butt cheeks, engaging that core as we reach and reach. One more. All right. Curtsy crunch. Crossing the leg behind. This is a one-sided movement. So we're going to do it on one side, and then I'll tell you to switch. Pushing back into the curtsy, and then crunch for that oblique. We shouldn't feel any pressure in that front knee. Shift your weight back to your glutes. Notice we come up off of that one leg. So we're building stability in that standing leg. Are you feeling the outside of the leg? flexi and crunch. Crunch. Really exhaling to target those obliques. Again, pushing back into the glute. We don't want to feel any pressure on the knee. We're feeling the outside of the leg and the butt cheek. One more. Back to our dead bug. Grab your light weights. Again, we want to have that neutral spine here. An option, if you are having issues with your back arching, like set the weight down, or keep your feet grounded and only bring one up at a time. Okay, that's an option. Opposite arm and leg. You got it. Almost there. All right. Last time for those plank with the alternating reach. Hands nice and wide. Spreading that chest, pulling to the outside of your mat. Your legs are wide, core is engaged. Squeeze those butt cheeks. Get that stability. Looking out in front of your hands. Reach. One at a time. Last one. Shake it out. Whew. Get a sip of water. You guys did a great job today. For our first cool down move, when we get to our plank, down dog, cross body reach. So you're gonna reach across to your opposite leg, and then we'll pedal, bending the knees. All right, here we go. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Step it out to your plank on your chair, on your knees or toes. Push back into that down dog. Feel that good stretch in the back of your legs. Feel the good stretch in your shoulders. Let's cross body reach. Reach across to the outside of your leg. Back to your plank. Down dog. And reach. Either reach to your thigh, the calf, or the foot. The lower on your leg you reach, the bigger the stretch. Let's hold it in the down dog here and pedal those legs, bending right and left, right and left, right and left. Coming into a plank, let's step forward into a runner's lunge here. So if you're on the chair and you're standing, you're stepping to the outside of your chair. Standing option, we're going to sink into that hip flexor stretch. So come down a little bit lower. If you're on the floor, I want you to drop down to your knee and press your hips towards the front of your mat. Reach your arms up. All right, let's do that on the other side. Step to the outside of your hand or the outside of your chair. Again, standing runner's lunge or on the floor. Drop that knee down if you're on the floor, pressing your hips. Standing option, you're sinking into that stretch. All right, step it in. Arm across the body for a bicep stretch. Shoulder away from the ear. Take that arm up and over for a tricep stretch. Other side, arm across the body. Reaching up and over. Overhead side stretch, stretching down the side of the hip. Thanks for joining me today. Make sure you send me your sweaty selfie at Kella Price, at Healthy Fitness Life Coach. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at HIIT-30 Workout. Stay with us for our SMR stretch for weight training to really stretch everything out that we just worked.